Hello Pisces, my name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it's so good to be here with all of you today. Pisces, the energy I'm picking up straight away is there's someone in your energy who's feeling very burdened and sorrowful. You were a source of light in their world. You were a source of light in their life. And now this person is blocked. You may be limiting your conversations. You may not be speaking to them at all. You may literally have them blocked on your phone, social media. You're trying to avoid conflict. You're trying to avoid arguments, disagreements. You don't want to set this person off. I feel like you're setting a healthy boundary, but this person is taking it very personally. They're not maybe seeing the reason for this. And because of that, Pisces, Spirit is saying just to continue to have your walls up. Right now, this person is definitely feeling like they're in that 5 of Cups energy. I also saw the 10 of Wands. So there's a very big heaviness. So we'll tap in, see kind of what this energy is. What else do you need to know at this time? Let's tap in, Pisces. So you have full moon moment, time to celebrate. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, confusion and turmoil. Some things take time. Know your worth. Take time to rest and relax. New arrival, messages, career shift. On the bottom of the deck, you have Three's a Crowd, wishes coming true, and blocked silence. So Pisces, this is definitely your full moon moment. The full moon in Gemini is occurring on the 4th. You will be getting this message the day before on the 3rd, but you might see this on the 4th. I'm not sure. But the full moon for you is occurring in your 4th house of home and family, motherhood. And if you're not a mother, if children aren't involved in your life, this could just be the end of a fresh start or the end of something you created, the end of something you had pursued. I am seeing for many of you that could be career with career shift, but we'll kind of get into that. But the full moon is a time of culmination. The full moon is a time of realizations, of endings, of the last 6 months finally showing you where things are headed. And Spirit is saying, although things may feel a bit heavy, you haven't given all of the signs and synchronicities to let you know that this is a time for you to really expand, maybe change home, maybe rethink a project, go in a new direction. And Spirit wants you to celebrate your wins because you may be focusing on all the negative at this time or what isn't working for you, but what is working for you. What I see here is it took you a while because we had some things take time, but you finally are ending a situation, closing out a chapter, reimagining parts of yourself because you finally realized your worth. Again, it took time. It took you going through a lot, I feel like, to get to this point. Definitely in regard to home and family situations. Maybe you finally realized, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm cutting you off. You've blocked this person because you realize your worth. And this person, they seem like they're in a low vibrational energy, or this career, possibly for some of you, it was taking from you. You were so sullen. You were so not yourself. And so as you've come to realize your worth, and over the course of, dealing with all of this confusion in your world, I think you finally came to the realization that you deserve to rest. You don't need to live in a space where you're constantly dealing with anxiety, pressures, trying to be the one that holds it all together. I really feel this energy of you just needing to be held, Pisces. So Spirit is saying, allow this time, this ending, this 6 months of work that you've put towards something in your home and family, allow what's ending to end and allow yourself to find the time to rest. It may feel difficult for some of you because you're like, Tiffany, where am I going to rest? I don't have a place to rest. But even if it's just you taking some time to do something in nature, you taking some time to go get your hair done, your nails done, buy a new outfit, there's something about just kind of resting. And Spirit wants you to know, even though life does seem like it's falling apart or there are things that are not going your way, a wish is coming true. Something is being fulfilled. You may have prayed for a new beginning to start in your life. And now that this full moon is here and there is a closure of something, I feel like that new beginning is coming in. That new arrival energy here could be for some of you a physical child, for others of you manifesting a new beginning in your home life, in your family life. Maybe some of you are having big conversations with your family. I went ahead and clarified this, and we got the expect changes in autumn, signs and synchronicities, and heartbreak. So there was something probably within the last 3 months where you finally realized it was time for you to go in a new direction. And although it did bring you to your knees and you did deal with some heartbreak, Spirit says this is the beginning that you've been asking for. This is the wish coming true. This is the opportunity for you to turn a new leaf and to finally get the things that you've been asking for. Maybe it's not coming in the way that you thought it would, or maybe this isn't exactly how you expected your life to go, but I see that this is exactly where you need to be. In the center of your deck here, you have, in the center of your layout here, you have the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio card. So you could also be dealing with other water signs. This could be just your energy, Pisces, but I want you to understand you didn't have to put up with this energy of three's a crowd, of someone in your life bullying you, belittling you, not prioritizing you, not making you feel like your dreams were worth it. Maybe somebody wasn't putting in the work as well with like a child or something that the two of you are raising together, or maybe a project you're working on. I see there's a third party energy, a distraction in their life. And so now they want to come in and talk with you. When I was listening to a astrology reading from my favorite astrologer, Rux, she had said that since Gemini is, ruled by Mercury and it's all about communication, wherever this full moon is happening, you are likely to have conversations around the themes of that house. And so it's in your 4th house of home and family. So I expect conversations about home and family, about where this new trajectory is taking you, about what you're celebrating, about what's ending. I really do feel like you're celebrating and ending. And instead of you feeling sad about it, you understand that this is a time to shift. Career shift doesn't necessarily just have to be career, but I see something that you are known for, someone that you are known as is shifting. This is potentially calling you to do something different in the way that you show up in your 10th house, which means maybe you're getting divorced, maybe you're getting engaged, maybe you are no longer tied to a company or association. Maybe you're becoming a business person. There's something about your public image that's changing here, Pisces. And Spirit says, continue to remove yourself from the confusion and turmoil. Understand that the process you're going through is going to take time. You are going to move out of this state of heartbreak and shock, this emotional pain that you've been in. And all of those changes really started happening within the last 3 months. Here in the States, the fall would have been from about August through October. And those could have been really pivotal months for you. There was definitely a lot of signs and synchronicities that were telling you what you needed to do in regard to whatever it is that you're releasing at this full moon. But again, Spirit says you're celebrating. You're going to be having conversations. You're going to be talking to people about the confusion and the turmoil. And Spirit just doesn't want you to give up on your dreams and to stay in a state of heartbreak. This is a time to dream big and to understand that new doors are opening for you. Some of you could be an actual new home. The summertime or just a time of healing is on the horizon for you for a change. And again, hold on to the dreams that you have for the life that you want to live, the career, the legacy, the home and family life that you desire to have. All of those things, they will happen divinely as they are meant to, and whatever's closing absolutely needed to come to a close. I do apologize if you hear my dogs barking right now. All right, let's dive into your tarot. There was the Emperor. So you definitely are vibing into a place of power, Pisces. I feel like someone tried to break your energy down. They left you feeling like you couldn't move on. but actually you're about to step into a lot of peace, luxury, a softer life without this person in your energy. And it's coming in fast. All right. Current situation for Pisces. Wow. You have the Hermit and the Six of Pentacles. So what I see here, Spirit is gifting you with a way out. I'm seeing a secret passageway, there being a diversion in your plan. With solitude, it says seek inner guidance through introspection. In solitude, a season of spiritual growth is ahead. And the generosity card says when the flow of giving and receiving is healthy, everyone thrives. So Spirit has understood that you've gone through a troubling period in your life where you didn't necessarily see how you were going to move forward, but you're actually being given this time to just slow way down. You're being gifted some physical money, some help, generosity from others. And for some of you, there is just literally a God-given pathway that's opening up for you. And this God-given pathway, what your spirit team is showing me with the star here on the bottom of the deck, is to help you heal. So maybe you all of a sudden found out that you're receiving some type of financial reward, some type of physical 3D world gift. Some of you will see this within the next 2 weeks if it's not here already, but whatever is happening here, the divine is giving you an opportunity to rebuild your life outside of the confines of this heartbreak, outside of the confines of whatever this was that held you back. And it's time to rebuild, okay? Definitely something to do with charity or a shelter, a home. I'm definitely seeing maybe conversations about how someone can help you with the home and family situation being very significant at this time. Something that's going to also help you to clear up confusion, fighting, disagreements, arguments, and conflict. With the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands here, I think for a long time, Pisces, you needed refuge from the chaos that was occurring in your life and you couldn't really move forward. So this is a gift where Spirit is allowing you to have a breakthrough, clarity, support, something like that, okay? Challenge. You have the Chariot card, which is victory. So think of this as in the reverse with it being in the challenge. It says inner conflict leaves you feeling stuck, directionless, or pulled in opposite directions. So obstacles. To get to where you need to be, you have been presented with a lot of obstacles, Pisces. You have had to sit with yourself. And again, as I'm sitting in this new room, there's a map above my head and I keep on looking at this map. Like you had to draw out a new road map for your life. And for some time, you may have felt like, oh my gosh, everything is falling apart. Everything I desired for my life is going in a different direction. I still have dreams, but I'm so heartbroken. I feel like everything that I knew is not going as I wanted to. You may have even been this person that felt blocked. Like your messages, prayers, supplications, petitions to Spirit weren't getting through. And you felt like you were in the dark with the illusion card, the moon card here. So all those obstacles though, Spirit is saying, I'm giving you this gift. I'm giving you this support. There's a divine pathway opening that's going to allow this chariot to take you where you need to go. Some of you literally could have been dealing with a car issue. I know I did. Chariot in reverse could be a car that's broken down, the lack of a car, the inability to travel or move or go somewhere. That is being lifted, okay? Very good, Pisces. Definitely could have been dealing with car issues. I see that loud and clear. And when that happens, a lot of the times you're being protected from something, so don't even worry about it. All right, your strengths at this time. All right. King of Wands in reverse, which is narcissism. And I don't think you are a narcissist. What I think is you have actually spotted a narcissist or a narcissistic person, someone with narcissistic tendencies in your life. It says narcissistic tendencies show up as superiority, rigid thinking, or intolerance for opposition. It says that this is about a bully, a self-centered person. So what I see here is you could have been dealing with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, but you don't have to be. They could be someone who embodies those characteristics. It also could be their moon, their rising, their Venus, their Mars, something like that. But what's happening is you actually have learned quite a bit about this narcissistic person in your life. You've you have outsmarted the narcissist and you're stepping into a place where you are actually being divinely guided around this position, this issue that you've had with them, with the Knight of Wands to the Ace of Pentacles. I do see someone coming in like valiantly taking you forward and giving you shelter, giving you substance, helping you to redeem yourself in many ways. So whatever was going on here, you could have been in a relationship with a narcissist. You could have had a narcissistic boss, or someone in your family could have been narcissistic and you were unable to navigate around them, but your spirit team sent in people to help you to get through this period. And also, I think you have understood now what narcissistic issues can look like and how you can be this empath that's stuck in these loops, and you're clearing those loops. So really proud of you, Pisces. Area of focus. You have naivety. Page of Cups in reverse. It says escaping into fantasy may be tempting, but it's time to ground your emotions. This is also that energy. So you had a person who couldn't offer you what you needed. Someone maybe came to you with a small cup, but it was very deceptive. I think you fell into a trap with maybe even a third party, because we did have that Three's a Crowd card. So were you in the midst of a third party? Were you in a situation where you weren't receiving the help that you needed? Did this make you question your worth? Did this make you feel like you weren't in the best space as far as self-love? This person broke you down. They made you really go through struggle with the Nine of Wands here. You have become resilient because of it. But overall, I see that you finally realized that whoever this narcissist was, they could not fill your cup. You were naive. They took advantage of you, Pisces. And then all of a sudden, Spirit says, okay, they have completed this chapter. They know their worth. They see what they need to do. I'm getting them out of here. And there was a change of course that is coming in for you now. And again, some of you have really needed to get away. Like I'm even seeing like witness protection, a safe haven, silently getting out of a situation, and literally being under, I feel like, spiritual witness protection at this time to safely get to the next place that you need to go. You are receiving generosity from the universe to help you. Wow, this is beautiful, Pisces. Yeah, good luck on the bottom of the deck. So your spirit team, they said, okay, you've learned the lesson. We're getting you out of here. Near future for Pisces. This has been coming up a lot for you, I've noticed, with the Nine of Swords here, the anxiety card in your near future. It says fear, shame, or regret may be spiraling, but not everything you're imagining is real. I don't want you to get caught in cycles and loops of fear. Everything is working out for you. Everything is going to be okay. If there are people around you who are also putting you into a massive state of fear, I feel like they're looking out for you. I think they have your best interest. But your spirit team is saying, we got you. You have a big purpose in this world, and we're not going to let somebody take you out or make you, not be able to get where you need to get, Pisces. Just trust where we're taking you and don't get caught up in, I feel like, projection energy. Are there people around you who are projecting fear and anxiety, and then you're internalizing that? Spirit says some people around you may be deceitful, or they may not be telling the truth, or they're only looking after themselves. So just continue to focus on you with the Eight of Pentacles, what you need to do to get to where you need to go and find balance within this situation by choosing love. Maybe you still have to work with this person who's a narcissist. Maybe, like we were saying, maybe do you have a child with this person? Do you have a business, money, shared assets? Are they in your family? I think you need to really find a place of mutuality with this person, a place of balance, a relationship that is healthy, structured. And for some of you, though, that did mean that they got blocked, okay? So don't talk to them if you don't feel it's necessary. Again, some of you are in like witness protection, and maybe you are really feeling scared for yourself, scared for your safety. I'm seeing some of you being worried about being watched or tracked or having a stalker. Maybe is someone trying to leave a tracker? Maybe you've just been worried about that and you haven't seen any sign of it. I don't want you to worry about it right now. Spirit is still allowing you to really step into this legacy energy. This legacy that you have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. You are going to achieve this. There's not going to be a person who could take you out before it's time. And if something were to happen that would bring down this manifestation, I see Spirit saying they're blocked. That person will become blocked. That person can get taken out, but you have a legacy. It is protected, okay? Don't let that fear reign in on you, okay? I do see other people really trying to influence how you feel because they're upset about a situation. And again, I am feeling like it's coming from a place of love, but I do think it's also coming from a place of scarcity. Worst case scenario, your life is going to evolve rapidly. And I think whoever these people are that are trying to protect you in a way, they are causing a little bit more of this chaos, this confusion, turmoil energy. So just kind of peep what's going on there. Make sure though that if you do feel like you could be waking a sleeping giant, to just protect yourself, make yourself less visible and all of that. Recent past. Okay. So 3 of Wands to the 8 of Swords. I am really feeling like somebody who was narcissistic or had narcissistic tendencies made you feel like you couldn't move on without them. They made you feel stuck. They made you feel like you were trapped. Maybe whatever it is that the two of you had together, they were like, there's no way you're going to be able to escape this or get away from me, or no one else is going to want you, or no one else is going to want to work with you, or you have too much debt. You have too many kids. You're not beautiful enough. You're not handsome enough. You're not strong enough. You're not smart enough. I'm seeing all these projections. And what I see Spirit saying is, absolutely you will progress, but you definitely held yourself back from moving. It said what began as an idea is now evolving into actual results. Stay focused on future growth. So you had a future focus, but you were feeling trapped. It says by negative thoughts. You feel powerless to change your circumstances. There was something about the way that this narcissist in your life prevented progress, but I do see someone that's going to come in and they're going to show you a world, a way, a life, an opportunity like you've never seen before. This could be new love coming in, a new job coming in, a new home and family situation. Someone is going to come in and really stand with you and move you out of this situation or come and aid you. I do see that, yes, judgment here to the 7 of Cups. Spirit is giving you options, opportunity. And those that have been in your pathway that have been trying to hold you back, they can't. With the 8 of Wands, you are still moving forward and quickly. Like I'm seeing some of you literally like losing that car and a day later you've got something new, or literally moving out of a house and you've moved in with someone else, or you found out randomly you had an opportunity to go somewhere and get out of Dodge. And it's going to happen quickly and it's going to be divinely aligned for you. Okay. Trust this help that's coming in to relieve you. Your 10 of Cups is still on the way, Pisces. Don't worry. Good things are going to come from this. It's just you had to be rescued. But you are not a victim. But I feel like Spirit says, I just want to get you out of here safely. I do feel the energy of needing to safely exit a situation. All right. We have advice. Wow. Thank you, Spirit guys, for the confirmation. So you have the 10 of Cups and it says emotional abundance flows freely, bringing domestic bliss and supportive relationships. And so for some of you, not all of you, there's going to be a person that comes in either from your family or a person who will become your family, or maybe even someone who will become part of like your work family or part of your social circle even, that is going to bring you out of this place of disharmony into harmony. So I do see family stepping in, maybe these conversations, those incoming messages that we saw in the Oracle. Some of these could be like family stepping in, trying to help you to navigate through this. This also could be a really, really helpful friend. I am also seeing a romantic partner come in for some of you to really shift you out of this chaos. But definitely there could be like friends that feel like family. And the best thing you can do right now, Pisces, is just to understand that you went through this for a reason. There is definitely a need for you to stand your ground. Some of you legally, others of you, this is just the word. Your sword is your word as you complete this chapter with this person. It says a major cycle is coming to a conclusion, marking a major milestone or achievement, but Mental sharpness and victory is achieved because you are not going to allow this person to take you off and into some situation where you don't want to be anymore. You see through the narc. You see through their negative offers. You no longer have obstacles in your way. What's funny is these 3 cards are all in reverse. And what I feel like is this person had your energy blocked. They were blocking you from moving forward. They were blocking you from this new opportunity, new love, new offer, invitation coming in. Again, this card says an idealistic offer is being presented, whether in love, creativity, or new opportunities. So it says romance, charming offer, chivalry. So it literally could just be a helpful hand, but it also could be a romantic, it could be family, but you are receiving some type of generous offer and help to get through this. And it leads to something better for you in time. Your advice is to continue to focus on your dreams, your 10 of cups. Okay. All right. Environment at this time. A lot. Okay. You have the 7 of cups. Oops, sorry guys. The Judgment card. The Wheel of Fortune. The 3 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands. So what I see here is whatever was this illusion energy, this 7 of Cups or the 3 of Swords, whatever this was, your spirit team is saying, we've helped you see through this illusion. And yes, it caused heartbreak in the process, but we needed you to see the truth. So what ended up happening was that person or that situation, judgment was called. And you were literally like lifted out. I almost wanted to say hijacked. Like your spirit team was like, let's go. They allowed you to see what you needed to see about this situation that was taking a toll on you, making you not realize your worth and keeping you stuck in a lower vibration, preventing new doors from opening for you. You went through an awakening, some of you through this person, a spiritual awakening, but now the Wheel of Fortune, the karmic wheel is in your favor. It says the wheel is turning in your favor, bringing a fortunate opportunity or a destined connection. So take this lesson with this narcissist as nothing but good. It was all for your good. When I used to go to church, there was a song and it said the devil made it for bad, but I'm so glad because God made it for my good. And so anything that was trying to come at you, that was trying to keep you back, that was narcissistic, that was opportunistic, trying to feed off of you being naive and kind, maybe even in someone's eyes weak. Whatever that was, Spirit allowed you to see the truth of it, for you to be awakened to someone's actuality. And now I see you making plans for a brighter and better future. So it says, should you stay with the security of the familiar or venture into the unknown? And based on the readings we've had lately, Pisces, this is you absolutely going somewhere new, receiving help. Again, I do feel like Spirit says kind of keep quiet about what's going on. The next couple days to weeks, you're going to definitely be going in a new direction. I absolutely see that for you. If you're not already in the process of that, this is going to lead you to a happily ever after. But there is a person or a situation where they're going to want to slow down that progress. They're going to want to talk to you about it. But there's a happily ever after that's destined for you. Spirit says you need to just let it go with peace. It says, let it go, release, don't look back. Okay? Focus on your manifestations. Focus on what you're working on. And even if it feels like you're maybe taking a gamble, do it. You could have a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn who is significant to you at this time, who has been very hot and cold. They were a block or an obstacle in your life. They kept you from moving forward. Spirit says in divine timing, you will see why this had to happen. Okay? There's something that's going to be revealed. A message going to come through. You're going to be so happy that you didn't like take this opportunity with this person, or that you didn't let it get too far. All right. Very good, Pisces. What you don't see coming. Wow. The end of a cycle for you, but also the defeat of an enemy. I do see someone really having to take the back seat because they can't have you anymore. I don't know what that could mean to you, but it says a painful ending to a relationship or situation feels devastating, but there is hope for renewal. And the card in the upright says dead end, collapse, downfall. So a person that wanted to defeat you and wanted what you had or was not treating you right, who maybe left you in a Six of Pentacles in reverse energy, where they took from you, where they maybe abused you sexually, where they didn't care for you emotionally like they should have. They put you into a state of anxiety, maybe even fearing for your life at times, even if that was just in your head. That energy, what you don't see coming, is has been defeated. Tell me more about that Ten of Swords. It's defeated, and in comes something brand new. Expect a breakthrough in thought, justice, or communication as new truths are revealed. So I feel like this person could even have some situation come up that like puts an 11th sword I'm seeing an 11th sword. This is the 10 of swords, and there's one more sword. But that new idea is a breakthrough for you, Pisces. It says awakening, truth, direction, insight. Spirit is allowing you to see things very clearly. That Seven of Cups was your environment at first where you were confused. So you break through the confusion, right? You break through the fantasy and you see this person for who they are. And I think they're also going to have to come to the reality that there's something coming in for them that's going to be an 11th sword. That's not you who's doing this. This is karma, okay? You had the karmic wheel turning in your favor. I feel like it could be in reverse for this person. They don't have to be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but I see maturity here. So this person is being forced to mature, to grow up because of what they did to you. And now they're going to have to see you prosper. And they're going to see you extremely happy, okay, without them. It's just a part of your glow up. All right. Sorry, I didn't ask anything. Spirit guides. Potential outcome for Pisces. Perseverance. I love it. Seven of Wands. So this is you not giving up. This is you realizing your worth, standing up for your good, going through the changes, understanding that you can't avoid conflict all the time. But it says hold firm in the face of opposition, boldly defend your beliefs and values. So the upright says courage, resilience, challenges. So whatever challenges or obstacles come your way, Pisces, whatever this narcissistic energy or this negative energy, this very hostile person or situation, whatever it was presenting for you, you are resilient and you also are super blessed. Your spirit team is giving you a way out. They're giving you this like cave to dwell in. I feel like this is a temporary space for you, like a temporary home, a temporary season where you are going to receive charity. You're going to receive good luck. And in the process of this, you hold firm to your standards, your worth, your values. All right, last messages for Pisces, and we're going to end out your reading. Really beautiful energy, Pisces. Do expect a conversation, a confession. Hey, this is how I feel. I want to let you know, but do not let this person back in. Wow. Okay. That's what I expected. So can we talk? They're going to want to talk to you. And I think that you will probably talk to them as long as you feel safe, Pisces. Feel safe. Don't do this if you don't feel safe. So take it as it resonates. But they're going to want to talk to you. They want a happily ever after with you. But Spirit says, let it go. This is not your person. This is not a situation where you're going to want to reinvest. This isn't a situation where, hey, we don't want to lose you on the team. They may even say they're working on themselves. They're working to improve that particular space for you. They want you to take a risk on them. Okay, so we're having repeat cards come through, Pisces. Spirit is being very honest that this is a dark energy. Could be a masculine energy, but I'm just seeing like the darkness of the energy. You need to let them know that you need space. It says overwhelm, boundaries, retreat. Okay, so no. You're not falling for it. You're not going back. Expect this conversation. They have an idealistic view of you now that you've walked away. Some of you, this could be a conversation over the phone because they don't even know where you are. But Spirit says it's time for you to go in a new direction. Even if you don't know where this is, don't get suckered back in to what's familiar. It says not all steps require a plan. Release fear, follow your joy, confirmation, and trust in divine timing. All right, Pisces, I love you so much. I can't wait to see what happens for you with this situation. But trust yourself, okay? Most of all, don't give in to the past when you actually need to move beyond it. All right, take care, Pisces. I'll see you tomorrow, and happy full moon in Gemini. Bye.